this video, I want to show you guys how to find the inverse of a function. So say we had the function f of x is equal to 2x minus 7. The very first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to replace f of x with y. So we'll get y is equal to 2x minus 7. And then from here, you want to switch x and y. So what you're going to get is x is equal to 2y minus 7. And then from here, all you do is you solve for y. So we will add 7 to both sides, and we will get x plus 7 is equal to 2y. And then from here, all we have to do is divide by 2. And we get x plus 7 divided by 2 is equal to y. And then the correct way to write this is the inverse function of x is equal to x plus 7 divided by 2. So for the next one we're going to do is let's take the function f of x is equal to x to the 5th plus 9. So pause the video and try this one yourself. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to replace f of x with y, and we will get y is equal to x to the 5th plus 9. And then we switch x and y, and we get x is equal to y to the 5th plus 9. And then all we do is we solve for y. So we'll subtract 9 from both sides and get x minus 9 is equal to y to the 5th. And then we have y to the 5th here, and in order to solve for y, we have to take the 5th root of y. So this will be the 5th root of y, and we'll take the 5th root over here too. And the 5th root and the power of 5 cancel, so we get the 5th root of x minus 9 is equal to y. And then just like last time, the correct way to write this is the inverse function of x is equal to the 5th root of x minus 9. And this is the answer to this problem. So for our next problem, say we have f of x is equal to the square root of 2x plus 7 minus 5. So the steps are the same. The way we're going to go about it is we're going to replace f of x with y. So it's going to be y is equal to the square root of 2x plus 7 minus 5. And then we switch x and y. So we're going to get x is equal to the square root of 2y plus 7 minus 5. And from here, we just solve for y. So the first thing we can do is we can add 5 to both sides, and we'll get x plus 5 is equal to the square root of 2y plus 7. And then we have the square root here, and in order to get rid of that, we have to take the square of both sides. So we'll raise it to the second power, and then we'll raise this side to the second power as well. And we're going to get x plus 5 raised to the second power is equal to 2y plus 7, because the exponent 2 and the index 2 cancels, and we're just left with 2y plus 7. We can leave this as x plus 5 squared, but I'm actually going to FOIL this, so this is going to be x plus 5 times x plus 5, and it's going to leave us with x squared plus 5x plus 5x plus 25, which is equal to x squared plus 10x plus 25. So on the left hand side we have x squared plus 10x plus 25 is equal to 2y plus 7. Okay, so from here we can subtract 7 from both sides, and on the left hand side we're going to be left with x squared plus 10x is plus 18 is equal to 2y. And then from here, we just divide both sides by 2. And dividing both sides by 2 is the same thing as dividing each term by 2. So this is going to leave us with x squared divided by 2 plus 5x, because 2 divided by 10x is 5x, and then 2 divided by 18 is 9, so plus 9 is equal to y. And if we want to write this, we can write this as the inverse function of x is equal to x squared divided by 2 plus 5x plus 9. And this is the answer to this problem. So for our last problem, say we have f of x is equal to the cube root of x plus 4 minus 2. Okay, so we're going to replace f of x with y, and this is going to be y is equal to the cube root of x plus 4 minus 2. And then we switch x and y, so x is going to be equal to the cube root of y plus 4 minus 2. And then from here we just solve for y, so we can add 2 to both sides, and we'll get x plus 2 is equal to the cube root of y plus 4. And then from here, you see we have this cube root. To cancel it out, we can just raise it to the third power on both sides. So we'll do that, and these cancel, the exponent and the cube root. So this will leave us with x plus 2 raised to the third power is equal to y plus 4. And then from here we can just subtract 4 from both sides, and we will get x plus 2 raised to the third power minus 4 is equal to y. And we can actually write this now as, since we have y, we can write this as the inverse function is equal to x plus 2 raised to the third power minus 4. And this is the answer to this problem.